It's the small wins that create the biggest of momentums, because breakthroughs don't start with belief, they start with proof. Breakthroughs are what happen when you truly believe. Hi, my name's Steve Kidd. I am a generation minister, international best-selling author of 40 books and counting. Over the course of the last 40 years in business, I've had the amazingly wonderful privilege of working with so many authors. We've helped over 5,000 authors everywhere in the process of writing, publishing, marketing their books to bestseller, and especially, and of course, all of the marketing and everything that comes after the book comes out. Those are the parts where we love, and we just love doing it. And we love seeing you succeed. We love seeing you do the thing in this world that only you can do, to make the difference in this world that only you can make, because you are so amazingly, incredibly cool. And the stuff that you do needs to be shared. But people aren't going to get the breakthrough that they're meant to get from you, from, uh, you know, just you telling them that they're going to. Okay, it's by you being able to do it for them. Of course, obviously, when you do it for them, they're going to believe it. Everybody believes the things that they've already seen. Like we just had the Super Bowl, and whether you liked it or not, you know who already won it. Okay, so it's not a question of who's going to win. It's a question of who already did win. Man, my phone's going crazy. Is your phone going crazy today? Let's do something we don't do normally, and let's check in on messages right while we're doing live. I don't have anybody that's listening live right now, but I'm going to do something really different, because I want you to know that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And because of that, sometimes, even in the middle of the most important of things, you want to, really let people know, hey, I'm here for you. That is so powerfully important. It really, really, really is. And so let's just reach out to a couple of people who messaged me right now, and just let them know, hey, we're thinking about you, and we're doing our thing, but we're here for you as well. That is so cool when you can be able to really just let somebody know, hey, I'm on your team. A lot of times we feel like, we're all alone in this world, right? And we find ourselves going, oh man, nobody really understands. It's easy to believe in the things that we've seen, that we feel, that we know are true, but it can be really hard to give our faith to that next person. I don't know about any of the rest of you, but I have people, even some of them that I've done some little work with, and when it comes to the next step, I find myself hesitant to take the next step with them, because I haven't seen the results. I don't know what the outcomes are going to be. And yet, when we can show somebody the proof, here's somebody just like you. Let me show you what they are experiencing. It can make all the difference. With even as I'm saying that, what I really feel compelled to do today is just just take some time and let's peek in. I hadn't planned this, but I really think that you want and need the proof, and I don't blame you. And so let's just peek in on a few of the authors. Some of these, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening with each and every one of them. But, some of them are going to be amazing, like, wow, mind-blowing kind of things. And others of them, as we update it, we're going to be like, oh, okay, see, this is what happens when you don't. I want you to see behind it. I want you to see the proof. I want you to know that, that it absolutely is. Let's click the right button to be able to share with you. Okay, there we go. Because I really want you to see, I really want you to know what is, what's going on, and have the proof, because I know that from that, that's what's going to create belief. Now, a couple of you remember In fact, I'll even scroll down to look at what day was it that we launched Zelda's book. February the 10th. So today, if you're watching live, is February 25th. So 2 weeks ago, basically, we launched Zelda's book. Okay, and you can see right now it's tagged as a #1 new release. Really exciting because a lot of books don't get this tag from Amazon. You can go down here to the stats and you can see, yeah, okay, that book is a #1. Okay, so this is a couple of days ago that I updated it when I was giving Zella some updates on her stuff. And right here, live in front of you, not pre-planned, want to show you the proof, and I want to show you how things work, both how well having the reviews, getting verified purchasers, having an ongoing marketing plan works, and also show you that, the days between, it was now almost 2 weeks ago. And you can see that after 2 weeks, it finally, originally it was #1 in all 3 of those categories. Now it's #2 and #6 in 2 of those categories. Still really great. You notice that one of these is actually a book category. So both the ebook and the print book are in the #1 position. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then here's Willie's book. Oh my gosh. Goodbye Past, Hello Future. It's a poetry book that Willie wrote. Willie has, hey, Nero, glad to have you here with us. Willie now has 4 #1 songs that have come out, #1 hit singles on the Amazon music charts, in pop music. So not even just like some obscure, like 14th century Baroque music, but I mean like really, really popular category of pop music and rhythm, R&B and those kind of things. But his poetry book at the same time, again, we launched that one February the 9th. You can see we were busy that week, right? And the book, again, a couple of days ago when I was looking at it, it was at number 16, 21, and 30. We're going to do the update live here for you. And you can see that it's gone up just by a little bit. Now, if we were to come back and look at Willie's book again tomorrow or the next day, because we've got the next marketing promotion that we started this morning for it, and those sales and the outcome of that will show up over the course of the next couple of days, you're going to see that book shoot back up. In fact, it'll probably end up back as #1 in African poetry. Really, really amazing book and really great results. Whole Health Living. Wasn't that the one we were just looking at? Do we have this one twice? We do. We've got this book here twice. All right. So let's get rid of one of those tabs. I don't need to have that many multiple tabs open. Okay. A Heart of Gratitude Towards God. Moesha, when we looked at it last, okay, and Neosha rather, hasn't done any promotions. So now you can see that it's dropped out of the bestseller ranking. It's back down in about the 200 ranking. Now, this book was brand new out and had never been promoted, and we took it all the way to #1. And you can see that now, through the promotions that we're doing, it's staying in about that 400 or 500 range. And if she wants to commit more to doing more marketing with it, which we're talking about, we can bring that one back up, and you could even put it into the bestseller categories. Here's another book that, you may have remembered when we launched Philip's book, I Am Blessed. And Philip did a couple of months of ongoing marketing to keep his book, in the bestseller ranking. You can see there, last time I updated it was bestseller in 3 categories. And you can see now that it's, it's ranking right in there, okay? Holding in that top 100 in 3 categories. That's pretty exciting, really, when you think about it. Let's look at another person. Let's look at Robert Howard's book. Robert, if you happen to be listening live, we need to do a promotion to your book. See, the book is still, the book itself was ranked number 7,000 out of all sales and selling books in the book market. I mean, that's really kind of amazing. And as we refresh it here live, yeah, I mean, that's what our ranking is right now. So, stop top 7,000 in a book category. And if Robert's listening again, we can redo that. You only buy books that have cool covers. I've been trying to show you the covers on all of these. Sorry if I'm not going fast enough. Do you like that cover? Is it cool plenty? That's funny. Because we absolutely do judge a book by its cover. Here is Linda's book, Rising After the Fall. It's book 3 in the Girl with a $1 Million Smile series. Really great conclusion to that book. And again, you can see that Linda's book is, right there. One of the categories is number 100, and then in our refresh, we've dropped out of the bestseller ranking. And I know I talked to Linda on the phone a day or two ago, and she's, definitely thinking about redoing some more things. Here's Willie's other book that came out a couple of months ago, Never Stop Winning 2.0. We haven't done any promotion on that book, and you can see now, and as I reload it, you'll probably see that ranking drop even further. So it's not because continuous, ongoing promotion is what makes all the difference. For example, my latest book, Bestseller is Only the Beginning. I happen to have it right here if you happen to be looking over in the little side screen. Bestseller is Only the Beginning. 81 reviews we have on it now. And when we refresh it, we might even end up with more because I'm constantly doing the thing. Actually, we ended up with less. And we do that sometimes too. We'll lose a couple of reviews. You can see that the book is number 6 in its one main category. And we need to do another promotion on that because it's been almost a month. And I want to keep that going on a monthly basis, going and going. The more that we do, the more that you will see the impact of it. We'll look at another book or two here. John's book, You're Not Lost, You're Just Only Starting. Again, it's looking like it's time to do another promotion for this book because its ranking has dropped. And that was number 1 in all 3 of those categories. You see continuous promotion. Lataxion's book, which at one point was number 1 in all 3 of these categories. Now, because he hasn't promoted his book in a couple of months, you're seeing the difference between the ones that we are promoting regularly and the ones that we aren't. Like, for example, Michael, who is doing reviews, doing marketing of his book on an ongoing basis, and the book is still got one category that it's, a bestseller in. It's the difference between doing the marketing continuously, ongoingly, and not doing it. Because we get belief when we see the proof. And there was the proof. And there was exactly what works, what doesn't work, when it's working, why it's working, what's not working. I'm always here to pull back the curtains for you. I'd like to do the same kind of thing with your book. I'd love you to just drop the link to your book. Let me give you a review of the SEO on your book. What in your keywords and your categories and your description, what's working for you, what isn't, what could up-level you. You could move your book massively this week just by simply doing some of the marketing things we do. The number 1 biggest piece of that is verified purchaser reviews. So it's not about some kind of scam or some kind of out of the terms of service kind of situation with Amazon, but rather it's about us finding for you legitimate people who are going to read your book, go through it, read it, and then they're going to write a real legitimate, honest review. And that doesn't mean that we're going to force them to only give you 5-star reviews. But what they are going to give you is really good reviews on the book. And we even, spend some time in there and encourage people. It's like, look, if you really didn't like the book, rather than trashing the person, let's give them the feedback and give them a chance to fix it. We're here working on your behalf. We're not trying to game the system. We're not breaking the terms of service. Ultimately, the real legitimate humans are going to write what they legitimately feel about the book. But we can find the people that you're looking for, and we can help them be able to do that. So drop that link below, and I can give you some information, and then we can talk in more detail about that. Because once again, as I'm always telling you, belief follows evidence, not evidence follows belief. I wanted to show you some evidence today and show you, that's why I was so glad to be able to show you things that are really working well and things that aren't. Because when, like, for example, with Willie, now that he's promoting Goodbye Past, Hello Future, his book that came out around Thanksgiving, Never Stop Winning 2.0, isn't ranking like the other book is because he's putting his marketing money behind the new book and the new music and those kind of things. And where you focus, what you emphasize your marketing on, that's what's going to work. I'm so here for you. I'm so excited to have you here with us. Remember that we're working our way towards a long live on Saturday. We're going to go live for about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to stick around for questions if anybody has them. I'm just going to literally live here in front of you do a test of my new talk that I put together that I'm going to be performing live at the Art of Expansion event. March 12th, 13th, and 14th in Provo, Utah. I do have some tickets. If you want to go to the event, let me know. I'll give you some ticket. I'll give you a ticket to the event. I'll even give you and a friend a ticket to the event. Either way, I really am here for you. And I look forward to talking to you on Saturday. But I look forward to also talking to you tomorrow. And we'll be back together. And until then, I hope you're happy, safe, warm, and loved, and that you have a really great week.